All right, I got a clip here from the movie How to. I forgot the name of the movie. Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice in South Central. Something like the title, something like that. But it's starring Marlon and Sean Wayans. It's a movie from the '90s, and it's a really kind of colorful depiction of why we as black people probably need to start getting moving on, you know, taking care of our own community as far as the businesses are concerned. Just on just basically the customer service end and the strategic positioning that we need to have to take care of our own communities. This is the kind of service that we're going to be left with when we decide that we don't want to go ahead and push to support black businesses. Let's take a look. Okay. Um, our good friend Mr. White Man comes in, no problem. Um, Sean and Marlon Wayans, a couple of homeboys from the neighborhood, come into the convenience store, and of course, instantly, they are set upon by the woman who runs the store. This is, it's all an over exaggeration, but like I said, with a lot of truth into it. So these are the kind of customer service issues we're going to have as long as people who don't live in the community come and run businesses in the community. They're not as sensitive to the needs of the community and the people in the community. They may have a facade as they are, but they many times, how can they be? Just plain and simple. If somebody doesn't live with you, how would they know and be able to relate to your experiences? Anyway, let's not get philosophical. Let's just look at the facts and let's check out the rest of the clip. As you can see, our good friend here, Mr. Whiteman, is cleaning out the shelves. He's able to do all of this nice, wonderful things here without anybody, without raising a clue of suspicion. Now, we all know that this is, like I said, an over exaggeration, but many times this is this is how closely black people are monitored when they go into these convenience stores um, owned by people that don't actually live in the community. All right, let's get back to the clip. Okay, now many times we go into these places and not always. They're not as many times not as overt as this lady here. This lady is really, putting on a good performance, but it's with a little truth in there that, a lot of times those of us that do go in these places, a lot of times feels like you are getting harassed because they don't even give you a time to make a decision on what you actually want to buy. They rush you into decisions. A lot of times you get outside of the store, realize, man, it's not even what I really wanted, but this person was on me so tough, I just went ahead and bought the wrong thing. But this is what happens once again when we submit and don't fight to support our own businesses or support little black businesses in the community, or help them explain to them that if there's any issues that can help them get their business, like lower prices or specials or whatever we can do to suggest to them that will maybe help us do business with them. All right, so let's move along and let's take a look at what else is going on in this clip. Now that right there was just, like I said, the the um, the general attitude. Not all the time, because there's you know some of our friends, the Korean people that come in and run these businesses. Some of them are really good people, really nice, and they try to help you. But those people are far and few in between. Many times, this experience that Sean Wayans is going through right now is many times the experience that most of us that go into these shops in the black community uh, experience. And we experience this, and we cannot blame our friends, the Koreans that come in. It's us that allow this to take place because we do not organize ourselves to um, present our own selves, bring different products and services to ourselves. So our Korean friends are just business people that are coming in and fulfill a need that is there. They're not always the most customer service oriented people, but um, you know uh, a lot of them are. So I don't want to say all of them are, but a lot of times they're not there for customer service. They're there to just operate their business. So I don't think it's a race thing. I think it's more just they just look at it as a business thing. So, but we're going to be in this position, very vulnerable like this, until we decide to organize ourselves and have our own businesses in our own community. Because if you go to the Korean community, you should expect that the business will reflect the Korean community. If you go to the white community, you should expect that the businesses will reflect that community. If you go to our brown brothers and sisters community, you should expect that the business will reflect the community. The black community is the only place where many times the businesses substantially do not reflect the base of the community. But like I said, a lot of these people are here to make money. They're not here to cry river for us and what we've been through. That's our job to do that. So we have to stand up and you know fight for that cause. So anyway, this is just explaining that, showing here why we need to stand up and have our own businesses and control our own businesses in our own communities, or we're going to get this kind of treatment forever. All right, let's finish up. Okay, now as unbelievable as this is, but this is the type of things that happen where our good buddy Mr. White Man comes in, not only takes a substantial amount of items off the shelf in plain sight. Now he goes directly up to the register, opens it, and takes money out. The business owner is so preoccupied with the black customers, tells him, tells the robber that, hey, you, Mr. Robber, have dropped some of the money you're robbing from me. Here you are, and hands it to him and says, have a nice day, and gives him a smile. So, this is really incredible. We're not saying that this is how it is on a regular basis. All we're saying is that this is it all has a little truth into it. This is an over exaggeration. It's a superficial, superfied, but with a lot of truth into it, because the truth in it is that they're paying so much attention to the black customers that a lot of times the other customers who are not black may be able to do some things that are um, not on the up and up, and then these people won't find out about it till later, and then even still blame you know the black customers, and it's not even their fault. It's just that they were just so preoccupied with the black customers. But like I said, we're going to get this kind of treatment as long as we don't organize ourselves and start promoting businesses to each other and start using each other in business. We're going to make mistakes with each other. We're going to do some things that are wrong, but we're going to have to help each other to get better at it. I mean, it's our only option. If we don't exercise this option, this is the kind of legacy we're going to have for ourselves. And anybody can come into our community, set up a business that's not black, and treat us any kind of way, and we're still going to go back to that business and keep them in business and send their children to college, and and retire them and help them buy lots of other properties in the black community, we, and then we get mad at them. What are we going to get mad at our Korean friends for? They're just here to make a money. They don't give a damn who they're gonna, who the whose ass it comes from. They're just here to make money. So we the ones that have to decide. I don't think, and I really believe it's not a race thing. I think it's just they're here to make money. Like anybody else. They're just here to make money. So as long as we leave our behind, well, as long as we bend over, they're gonna go for it. You know what I mean? So we have to stop bending over, and we have to say, okay, look, we got to bite the bullet and say we're gonna have to start supporting black businesses. Otherwise, this is the kind of treatment we're gonna get in these convenience stores that are not black owned. All right. Lastly, um, you know, this character here that's being played by Marlon Wayans. This just out there character. Um, you know, we're gonna have to um, really well. Let me say it this way: how can you blame our Korean friends for having such, being such on edge every time we come in there? When we behave this way, or our children behave this way, when we go into these places, of course they're gonna be like, they're not gonna let you just come in and disrupt their business. These people, they got children in college, they have, properties, they have many different things, siphoning off the black community. They're not gonna let just one dummy come in there and ruin it all by coming in there acting a fool. So of course they're there to defend their business just like anybody else would defend their business. You know what I mean? So unfortunately their business is our stupidity, or our lack of unity is their business. And so as long as we're ununified, they're in business. They have a bright future. Unfortunately, their bright future, when it comes to the black community, is our decimation. So we just want to just have everybody um, think about this. Think about these things. Think about, we have to support black businesses. We have to. And a lot of times people say, I heard one guy on YouTube saying, that's crazy. I wouldn't support black businesses because you're just making one black person rich. And it's not about making one black person rich. It's about a movement. We get a movement of people to start supporting black businesses. Then the black business person can start. We can start coming together and start doing deals where we can have black people, business people can bring their prices down. Black business people have high prices because they're not in unified like our Korean friends are unified. They can buy hair care product, they can buy hair in in, in bulk. They can have a group buy hair in bulk and then split it off to each other, and that's how come they can have low prices. Whereas the black beauty supply place, if there is one, you have to, first of all, if you don't go through the Korean, you're going to spend a lot more money, and then you're going to spend money too. So you have to charge high prices just to break even. So we got the game twisted. What we need to do is start supporting our own businesses. That way, we can support our business, take care of our own community. We won't have a situation like this situation going on where you just get the ultimate in bad service. With it's not every Korean business, and it's not every business that's not black that treats you bad, treats us bad like this, but it's the overwhelming majority of them that do. And that's the problem. We take our hats off to the people that come into the black community that are not black, that hire black employees, that give good customer service. We take our hats off to them, and we applaud them, and we appreciate all that they do. So we're not talking to you. We're talking to the people. We're talking to actually black people, so that we can get our own businesses together, so that we can have an option. We can shop with our Korean friends, or we can shop with the black business too. We can shop wherever we want to, instead of just we can only shop one place. That is your you have no option there. And that's just like a slave. A slave has no option of his employment. He has no option of where he's going to sleep. He has no option. And if you look at the black community, it's very similar to that situation. So anyway, I didn't want to get into no long thing. I just wanted to get into something to tell us that we can, move forward from this situation. And all we have to do is start supporting black businesses, man. That's a movement that we have to take, because if we don't, we are done. This is what it's going to be. This is what we're going to be. You're looking at what your children are going to be, and it's already forecast, already here now, but it's just going to get worse from here. And we have to take charge of the situation and start supporting each other. So, go out, find a black business, start supporting the black business, or create a business and help tell other black people to support you. Let's network with each other. Let's get together. Let's put all of what we did in the past. I mean, we've all done bad things in the past. We've all done. Let's put all that in the past. Let's turn to each other and say, okay, let's work together so we can get our community up out of this. Okay, I went on a long thing, but trust me, it was just for my love for the community. All right, see you on the next video.